So we pull into this parking lot after watching I Am Legend, and I am flipping the most beautiful donuts right here, right? We wrap around, we come all the way around here. We're doing donuts up here. We're doing donuts over here. I've got Tanner, Cody, the All Red twins, Rebecca, Sydney, and I'm forgetting the Asian girl's name. But we're all there. And my dad has already told me before I pick up the van, there it is. I pick up the van, like, don't do donuts. I know it's snowing, don't do donuts. So we go to I Am Legends. Sure enough, I don't listen. It's this one. So I'm doing donuts, and so let me look at this. This parking lot is just totally paved over perfectly with snow. So I'm pulling just the most perfect donuts all the way around this. I'm drifting. It's like a Fast and Furious kind of moment. And again, I've got all of my friends in the back of the car. Dad has prefaced saying, listen, if you're going to take the van with all of your friends, don't go do donuts inside the church parking lot. So I'm pulling all this deal. And remember, like, the Sprinter, we didn't have a Sprinter van, it's the 15-passenger van. So we've taken out all of the seats. All of my friends are standing in the back as we're doing this drifting motion, right? So I pull over here, I see this entire area just perfectly, like, perfect blanket of snow. And I go, man, I'm gonna pull one more donut before exiting out of the church parking lot. So I'm driving and I pull over this way, spin the wheel, rotate the wheel, and I begin drifting. So the whole back end is flying out this way, right? But about right here, it doesn't continue doing a donut. It basically begins drifting this way. And we're all like, oh shit, because it's dead quiet. We're not listening to music or anything. We're going to this point, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we are gonna hit this thing. And we're all looking outside the passenger window, and we're all looking like this, and right around like right here, the back wheels catch grip, like they catch traction. And what it does is it like whiplashes the front end, and it smacks this super hard. I mean, so hard that like my friends are flying over the seats, the heads are hitting dashboards, right? And it's just like this huge stinking mess, right? I've got my lights that are shining up on this white fence. It's snowing right now. I've got all of my friends kind of picking themselves up around the driver's seat, and it's like, oh shit, we totally busted something. So I looked around at my friend and I'm like, you guys all right? I'm like, yeah. And we're all kind of like under the same impression, like, dude, I don't want to go get out of the car because like I don't know what's happening. And so eventually I like reverse out. Reversing out, we hear this like crunching sound as I pull out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I park the car, I come out here, I'm looking at the front bumper, I'm looking at this like sewage well thing and going like, okay, this is busted totally because of me. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, everything looks okay. It looks a little dented, but like, oh, all it did was rear off the bumper guard. Just cracked and smashed the bumper guard. Maybe I'm all right. So we all get back in the car and I'm thinking, like, I can get away with this. Like, there's no big deal. So I pull up into that exit. I look both ways and I go to turn. And as I turn, I have bent the axle. I've hit this thing so hard, I've bent the axle on this side of the rear wheel of this van so far that now the tire is rubbing up against the back of this wheel well. So it goes and we like straighten out and we're all dead silent as I drive all the way home. And I get like halfway to that home as I'm coming back in the dip. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna drop you all off. Everyone got in their cars and left. And then before I went back into my house, I was like, man, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna fill up the car with gas. You know, like I'm trying to like, how do I make this way less of like a deal when I go to bring this to my dad? The car, we can go in now. So I parked the car and it's in the front. I parked the car, okay? And I go inside the house, and where the art room used to be is where the TV room. We used to have like a big TV there, right? So that's exactly where my dad was when I went to go ask him, hey Dad, can I take the van to, you know, go with all my friends? And he tells me in the same position on this couch watching TV, hey, I don't want you to go do donuts, right? So now it's full circle. I'm now finished the night, and I have to now go back into this art room while he's still watching TV. And I go, hey, Dad, listen, I did donuts and I just laid it out to him flat. He's like, I did donuts in the church parking lot, and I hit something. I think I busted something, but like, I think I bent the axle, and it's bad. And he goes, get the fuck out of my sight. I'm like, oh shit. So I like kind of like walk downstairs into the basement where my room was, like with my tail between my legs, kind of like, oh man, this is so bad. And I hear my dad get up, go to the front, open the door, close the door, and go outside. And I'm like, oh, he's looking at what I did. I'm like, oh shit. Comes back outside at the top of the stairs and said, Carrie, we're gonna go on a ride. So I have to come back upstairs. We go back, get in the car. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. He's sitting in the driver's seat of the van. And now he says, which church were you doing donuts at? I was like, it's up the steak center, out of the dip. So he goes, and I remember he's sitting right here. I'm like 17, kind of thing. And he goes, boom, and hits me so hard in the chest. He's like, boom, put your fucking seatbelt on. We're going for a ride. I was like, okay. I'm like putting the seatbelt on because he hit me right in the sternum, right? So I'm like, I lost my breath, right? So now in silence, he has to reverse out of the driveway, right? Every turn is, right? Just like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. He's like driving up this place. He goes, you better hope that you only were doing donuts at the steak center and you're not lying to me, because so help me. And he's like, and it broke off the bumper guard. So if it's not here, man, you got just, so he's telling me all this. So we pull out, and of course we see all of the donuts that I've done around this entire parking lot. And then he comes up to this spot and sees the damage and then sees the bumper guard right there. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay, great. So he grabs the bumper guard thing, gets back in the car, hands it to me, and then cusses me out all the way back to the house. He's like, every single dollar you make at the restaurant moving forward is going to pay for this. You're on our insurance, so we're not going to charge this to insurance. So it might be $2,000-$3,000 before this thing actually gets fixed. He's like, what are we supposed to do? This is the van that I use to commute to go do like trade shows and like road trips and stuff. Like, you fucking pissed me. Like, it was just so bad. And I'm thinking this whole time, like, I totally deserve this. Like, I totally deserve this. Like, this is so bad. This is so bad on so many levels. So they take it to the shop. They get it at diagnostics, and it's like a $3,000 fix. And insurance would have covered it for $50, and then the premiums would have gone up. So they instead decided, like, we're not going to have insurance cover it, and Carrie's going to have to cover it. And it was really great, because when my parents calmed down, my mom said, hey, look, we'll just garnish your wages, but you can keep your tips. Well, as a server, you're only making $2.50 an hour anyways, right? Because everything's about the tips. So it took me, like, basically until I left on my mission, I just didn't make any more hourly wages. I just got to keep the tip money because it was always going towards